the man who claimed he could pull electricity out of the sky, the man who said he could send power through air without a single wire, the man who once warned that his inventions could either make the world completely free or completely unrecognizable. And then, something strange happened. His name started fading from the very technologies he helped create, not all at once, not in an obvious way, but slowly, quietly, like a story being edited while the world keeps reading the final version. Nikola Tesla is often remembered today as a forgotten inventor, a misunderstood genius, a man ahead of his time. But what if the real story is not just about being forgotten? What if it is about being replaced inside his own legacy? Because if you trace the origins of modern electricity, wireless communication, radio systems, and even early concepts of remote energy transmission, you start finding something unusual. Tesla is there at the beginning, but not always at the credit line. And that raises a question that still makes historians uncomfortable. How does the man who helped build the foundation of the modern world end up sounding like a side character in it? Tesla was not an ordinary inventor. He did not think in sketches or prototypes. He thought in complete systems. He could see a machine in his mind, fully functioning, and run it like a mental simulation until it worked perfectly. No trial and error in the physical world. For him, reality was just the final confirmation step. One of his most important breakthroughs was alternating current, the system that powers almost everything today. Lights, industries, cities, entire countries depend on it. But while Tesla created the foundation, he did not control the system that grew on top of it. And that is where the imbalance began. Because invention and ownership are not the same thing. And Tesla was never interested in ownership. Then came the idea that would define both his genius and his downfall: wireless energy. Tesla believed electricity should not be locked inside cables or controlled by corporations. He imagined a world where energy could be transmitted through the Earth itself, freely available everywhere. No wires, no limits, no gatekeepers. To prove it, he began building Wardenclyffe Tower, a massive structure meant to transmit both power and communication across the planet. But then something changed. Funding slowed, support disappeared, interest collapsed. And the project that could have rewritten global energy forever was quietly abandoned. Officially, it was financial failure. Unofficially, it was the moment Tesla stopped fitting into the system that was beginning to form around electricity as a controlled industry. And that is when things start to feel even more mysterious. Because in his later years, Tesla spoke about something far more controversial: a weapon, not an explosive one, not a chemical one, but something he called a directed energy system, later described as a particle beam concept. He claimed it could send concentrated energy over long distances, powerful enough to disable engines, aircraft, even entire military forces. He called it Teleforce. A defensive invention, in his words, something that could make wars impossible because no nation could safely invade another. But it was never publicly demonstrated, never fully confirmed, and never built in a way the world could verify, only spoken about, described, and debated. And as those claims grew, something else happened in parallel. Tesla himself started fading from public memory, not in headlines, not in dramatic events, but in influence, in credit, in recognition. Other names began appearing where his ideas had once been first. Systems based on his principles were commercialized, expanded, and turned into industries. And slowly the narrative shifted. From Tesla invented this to this was developed over time. From a single mind shaping the future to a collective evolution of science. And Tesla, the man who once saw the future more clearly than anyone alive, ended his life in relative isolation, living quietly in hotel rooms, speaking more to pigeons than to people, while the world outside ran entirely on systems he had helped make possible. So the question is not just why Nikola Tesla was forgotten. The real question is this: how does a man help build the modern world and still disappear inside it?